Hey, what's up guys? Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro Duel video, and this time playing with the Zodiac Beast or Juunishishi deck yet again. I actually really enjoy how this deck plays. I've made some changes from the previous video, as you can see. Taking out Raigeki, taking out some cards in the extra deck, cutting Tigris to 1, and implementing Soul Charge into the deck. I realized very quickly in my testing and playing for the videos that this deck could support Soul Charge rather well, because the same reason why you want to get, access into one of your recycling cards rather quickly and rather, efficiently is also just the exact same reason why Soul Charge is good. You run through tons of monsters in the course of your play string, and thus, while you're stepping up through these guys, you are very capable of going into other rank 4s if you are able to combine that play with a Soul Charge as well. This deck can also very handily support instant fusion as well. But that I just cannot physically find the room for, other than maybe like cutting some of these traps out and making the deck handily a bit more aggressive, or maybe cutting something like Twin Twister or Upstart, but that inherently hurts consistency by cutting the Upstart out. Like there's a few things that can change around in this deck list to warrant some things being played. But basically, I'm really enjoying this deck. Now, there is the Goyo Defender build, which I've mentioned in the previous videos, that I haven't found nearly enough information on to play yet. And it seems like it might strictly be the worst build. It's definitely more explosive in its first turn plays, but I believe it's probably the worst build. It's kind of like the ABC Car Curry build is way more explosive than the standard build, but it is inherently more inconsistent because of those added combo pieces. But we'll see. Only testing will tell. But anyway, I'm going to be playing with this build that you see on screen, and let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump straight into the first game. Alright, so here I'm hoping for another Curb Stomp. I'm hoping I get to go first, and then I'm also hoping that I draw Terra Top. Well, there's one of the two equations, and there's the other two. Or the other one of the two. So, and I've already got Bearman in my hand too, so that's actually really big. Is that I get to go Terra Top and do all this stuff and get a Bullhorn search for something that's not Terra Top. Yeah, I do have a YouTube channel, in fact. And you're on it. But I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to let you find that out later. You're sub to me, you think. Okay. Well, that's one of the more passive-aggressive responses I think I've ever gotten. But it's whatever. I don't really care if you're subbed or not. Well, that's not the case. It's not that I don't care. It's that it's irrelevant to the game that we're playing here. So I'm going to act like it doesn't matter. But so just doing the standard nonsense of stepping up through Tigray, old Tigray man, and doing this stuff. Tigris is one of my favorites of the cards that's in this extra deck, but I did end up cutting it to 1, as you saw in the build beforehand. But I get to normal summon, and I can actually do this before I even Bullhorn search. Oh, fuck me. There we go. Yes, I canceled it. Awesome. I right-clicked and canceled it. Thank you, YGOpro. Very, very, very happy that you let me do that, because I was going to be really upset if I tribute to 2 for that Bearman, because I would have definitely had to tribute these. But otherwise, okay, so drawing more cards. Molmurad is just such an amazing card. Really? All 3 Thoroughblades? Shit, man. This is Zodiac Beasts. That's what this is. Don't fret. Just accept it. Accept it as the norm. I'm gonna add Viper, because Viper can attach itself, give some stats to the Drancia, and then the trap card. Even though I didn't draw any of my multiple traps, I am still in a pretty alright position. But I drew 2 monsters, so he's down by 16, so that's a very good bit of starting potential. Really, Dark Magicians. Interesting. I've already played against this deck a lot on the YGOpro servers in the unranked pool, strangely enough. Apparently Dark Magician is just the deck of the... It's just the flavor of the month, because I've been playing against it a lot in my own personal testing, as well as when I've tried to play for videos. I mean, this is the second time I'm playing as Dark Magician with this Zodiac deck, and that's potentially, an issue. But Foolish Burial of Belongings, so that gets to send a spell card from deck to grave. Is that what that does? Yeah, it does. You only activate 1 Foolish Burial of Belongings per turn. So what did he send? He sent the Fang of Critias. What is this, Legend of Heart? Is this what's going to happen? I don't know if I agree with that, but so he gets to attack my Invoker, which I'm 100% not okay with, so I'm gonna pop that so it doesn't get attacked. And then, okay, so in phase he just set one card, which I'm almost positive is Magician's Navigate. So I'm gonna do this, equipping the Ram as an Xyz material, and then I'm going to activate Twin Twister doing this, because I don't want Magician Navigate to be special summoning cards out of his hand, because if you don't let them play on your turn, the Dark Magician deck has almost no actual real plays. It's just this is how it works. The deck is very, very fragile at not really having a play outside of that. So the Drancia is here. I've got another Terratop, but that's almost irrelevant. Although I could make Tiger King and get like Tensu and do stuff like that. There's definitely options available to me of what I'm able to do. And actually, what I can do is I can since I have put a Momorat back in my deck, what I'm capable of doing is discarding this, drawing a card. That's another Viper. Okay. And so what I get to do now is I can special Tigris on top of this. And what I can do with Tigris is I can, let's see, this has Ram under it. I can use Tigris to detach this and equip a Momorat to it, and then I can attach Momorat and summon another one out of the deck. So that's good. It's very interesting that they made Momorat. They had the foresight to make Momorat very balanced in what its effect does, because its effect is one of the only ones in the archetype that has a summon effect. That is when it's only normal summoned, as well as it's got 0 attack, so it doesn't give any of these things the stacking stats. So that's really neat, the fact that they actually had the foresight for that. Good on you, Konami. So what I get to do here is I get to just make more cards that get more searches. So I can go Bullhorn here, and then Bullhorn can detach Tigris and search for another Viper. I'm gonna have to put the Vipers just under these. Viper is not once per turn, so I'm gonna have to just do that. And then I get to go Wild Bow on top of this, and then Drancia on top of it. So I get to put a Viper under each of these, just so their stats go up, and then I'll be able to attack directly with all of these, and everything should be good. And all these Vipers, there's one Viper under each, and 2 of them are Drancias, so they protect themselves. And this still has a material as well, so if I make like F0, or I'm forced to make F0, this can summon one from deck. But yeah, he's saying RIP, so I'm pretty sure like me just not letting him play by not letting him resolve his Magician's Navigate is probably the thing that got it here. I'm surprised he didn't go for like Dark Magic Circle and then try to like luck his way into a better card, or I don't know why he didn't. Well, no, if he knows he needs Magician's Navigate to play, if his hand is that bad, then it should be very obvious why he got Magician's Navigate. But anyway, I'm gonna save this replay. Oh, there's a request a rematch function. Oh my god, that's great. I'm gonna go check this replay and see what the rest of his hand is, just because I'm curious, not in all way to like pick on him or anything. I'm just curious as to what the rest of his hand was, as to why he searched navigation straight. Alright, so yeah, his hand was pretty subpar, but then again, he's playing a really interesting build. He's playing one of the more creative builds. It looks a lot more coherent than the previous one we saw yesterday, where the dude was playing the Turbo Fusion build, or the attempted Turbo Fusion build. This one, he's playing a lot more coherent of a strat. It's definitely focusing on the legendary knights. So he's playing Critias, Hermos, and all that, but he's using it in the Dark Magician deck, and he's using Foolish Barrier of Belongings to try and set that up. But yeah, his hand was pretty subpar, and that's ultimately a reason why he didn't go for Dark Magic Circle, I believe, straight away. Because Dark Magic Circle, he could have gotten lucky off of it, but he needed something like Magician's Navigate to resolve. Dark Magic Circle also would have just gotten like a Dark Magician to his hand if he had searched it instead of Magician's Navigate, because these are the next 3 top cards. I'm pretty sure the shuffling algorithm would have put those there instead. I'm pretty sure it's random, but I think the shuffling algorithm follows some form of like traceable pattern. So I'm pretty sure, if we just speak rather unobjectively, these are the next 3 cards on top of his deck after he removed a card out of his deck. So if he added Dark Magic Circle, these could have very likely been the top 3 cards. So he wouldn't have really gotten any real value out of that. But yeah, it's definitely one of the more interesting deck lists, and it looks a lot more fleshed out than the previous one we saw. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these decks. I just know that Dark Magician, like I said, is basically the flavor of the month on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Like, everyone's playing it. Like, I've played against it so many times, both not recording and recording. Like, it's been 2 days worth of videos that I've been playing against Dark Magician for some reason. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to my Facebook, Twitch, and background music playlists. Check those out if you want to. They are resources for you to use. If you like my videos and want to support my channel, like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you know some people that might also like my content, I encourage you to share my videos and content around to them, and maybe encourage them to subscribe as well. Helping grow the channel is one of the best ways that you can show your support, as I have said many times in the past. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about this deck, this game, this my opponent's deck. Like the fact that this deck is coming out in Raging Tempest all as one basically well tied together package. How good do you think the deck is, and how much of an impact do you think it's going to make on the metagame when it comes out? I think it has a very high potential for it to do very well. These cards are incredible quality, and it should definitely be worth something when it comes out. But anyway, that's basically all I'm going to say for this part of the outro of this video. Thank you for watching as usual. Thanks for your time, and as always, guys, take care.